A very good evening to everyone who's watching this. Today I'm going to talk about on a case study about organizational behavior on the BPL India. But first, what is organizational behavior or OB? Now, OB is a study of human behavior and its interaction with the environment, including the internal and also the external environment of the company. And through these individual and group performances, they are affected by that human behavior and the interactions within the organization that will later affect the performance of the company. So on to the next slide is that the issues of BPL India is that we have three issues: motivating the employees, increasing the productivities, and also the communications. And now in this case study, I'm going to focus more on the communication part of the issues here in our case study. And so communication, how do you put things in place? What I suggested is that we can use complementary SIM numbers for the business as well, because BPL India is a telecommunication company, and by providing complementary SIM number like their own number for their business purposes, they can use that number to ease their way of communication through the mediums of or the channels through each department. And by providing multiple communication channels, you can have a lot of alternatives into connecting to your people. And also, by preparing any announcement before any changes, you can give them a head start into what is going to come for the innovations that is going to happen in the company. And that is how the company can help in communicating through these channels, and then it can smoothen out the process of the changes and innovations that is about to come in the company. For interdependence, to make that feel, it is important to ensure a common goal between every levels and every departments in the company. And providing shared resources, you can make them do more with less, which is by giving them a team achieved target, and through that team achieved target, they will learn to do things together, and then because that objective can only be achieved through a team, and within the stipulated time that it can only be achieved through a team. And by giving team spotlight, you not only give them a pat in the back or like a sense of belonging in the company, you can also give them more motivations for other teams, so that they can follow and model the other teams that are being spotlighted in the company. Introducing the change is very hard to be attracted to by the team. So in order to increase attraction to be a team and one with the team, it is good that I can suggest to all to give them a sense of belonging. As in the Maslow hierarchy of needs, self-actualization is very important, and it is the highest level in the hierarchy of needs. And although it's difficult, it is very important and essential for them to have a sense of belonging in the company, so that they will be more motivated in helping out in the company. And meeting employees' interests, example as the economic interest, is very important, because everyone wants to think their life with money, and through money they can achieve a better life. And that's why some of the easiest way to attract an individual to be in the team or be one with the team in the company is through economic interest, by giving them bonuses or incentive. And also the manager, I would suggest that we should balance work and personal lives by interacting with employees in a more personal way, and then be with them, like you interview with them, not interview, like you commit with them, and then you interact with them and ask them about their family commitments, their family problems, or any sorts of personal lives that they might want to share, so that you will understand them more, and then they will understand that you are a good manager who will be sensitive enough to consider what they are going through now. Introducing innovation for the better of the company is where you create a flat structure. That's what I would suggest for every managers to do, especially in BPL India. Creating a flat structure can make the structure more nimble and easier to control, because all decision makings are through one box, one manager, and then through that manager you reduce the hierarchy and then reduce the process time for the innovations. And that is why it is very easy, because it can also help in creating a two-way communication where at the bottom level, not only just top to bottom communication, you can also promote bottom to top communication from the lower departments to the higher departments. And through the innovations, you can introduce them by what I've mentioned before, the preemptive announcement, where you can send an email telling them what is going on, what are we going to do it, when are we going to do it, how are we going to do it. So people will feel better for the innovation, so that because they are prepared for it. And imagery is during the innovation, when you introduce them, you create images, short images like mind maps, so that they'll understand better and know that the colorful imageries, they will feel more relaxed and comfortable through those imagery rather than just plain black and white papers. And that's how you can introduce a better innovation through imageries. And so the conclusion, communication is key, and to understand employees, you must always listen actively, you must always communicate with them, and then you must always take inputs from your employees, because if you do not take inputs from your employees, you will not be able to improve your innovations, because innovation itself is an improvement of a creation. So to innovate your innovation, you have to get inputs from your employees, so that, and sometimes through negotiation, you have to give in to get the buy-in, by giving some of them what they want, satisfies their needs, and then so they can satisfy our need and be one with the change. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you.